Just a moment. Yeah, it is appearing. 1 minute. Yeah, from my side, I am just doing on my full screen only. I don't know about the issue. What is going there? It is showing the full screen on my side. 1 second. Now,
No, sir.
what it is
No,
showing?
sir.
Uh,
We are still seeing it in normal.
Means okay. Wait. I will share once again. Now, is it visible now?
No,
Sir,
sir.
it is still not full
No,
screen.
sir.
Means it is
Still
showing
not
nothing
full
or what?
screen.
Nothing
It's showing.
animated.
It's showing your PowerPoint application, but it's not full screen.
Okay. Because here I have already started with F and start with the this one. एक minute, देखता हूँ.
आधा
Sir,
कट गया.
but it is visible properly.
Sorry.
हेलो
What
दीपेन, क्या
happened?
हुआ?
Now is this okay if suppose I keep the screen like this? If you are means able to see or the contents are visible.
Yes, sir, it
Yes,
is
sir.
visible.
Please continue.
Sir, we'll tell you
So
to
Continue,
remove
sir.
it if it's visible.
Okay. Now it is okay. I have just increased the font size and all.
Yes, sir.
It
Yes.
is visible now.
Yes, sir. It's fine now.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thanks for your feedback. Okay, now the where we are. Actually, we are on the syllabus module. Okay, so there are the total 6 modules we are having in this for this. Where you are having first one is the introduction to embedded system, second one is the microcontroller and architecture, third one is interfacing with 8051 microcontroller, fourth one that is the ARM architecture, where I am saying that ARM, that is the advanced RISC machine, as it is one kind of the microcontroller. So so students, please don't get confused in the microprocessor and the microcontroller. These are the total 2 different parts. Microprocessor is the part of your microcontroller, just like it's human body brain. Means in your human body, this is the total microcontroller, and brain, that is your nothing but your microprocessor. So please just keep remember such example. Okay, so these are nothing but the microcontroller. In this you are going to study all these, that is the 8051. This is nothing one kind of the microcontroller. Second one is the ARM, that is the advanced RISC machine. Now RISC is nothing but the reduced instruction set computers. Okay, I think you people have been studied that is what is RISC and what is CISC. Okay, the difference you people must be have studied. I don't know in detail about the COA, but these are the basic terms, that is the RISC and the CISC. CISC is nothing but the complex instruction set computers. Okay, and RISC is the reduced instruction set computers. Okay, that means that the instructions that what we are using for fetching the inputs that has been get reduced. Reduced in the sense you know the concept of the pipeline, that we will going to study the concept of the pipeline in details in the further lectures, in the coming lectures. But the thing is that instruction set plays a very important role, how you are going to fetch the instructions. So depends on that. If you are parallelly fetching the instructions, obviously obviously the processing speed will be get more. Okay, so that is the reduced instruction sets. So this is the ARM7 is nothing but one kind of the microcontroller. Next one is that is the open source RTOS. Open source RTOS is nothing but what? Can you say? What is the full form of RTOS?
Real-time
Yes,
operating
very
system.
good, very good, very good. Real-time operating system. Why the operating system it has been needed? I no need to tell you differently what is the operating system, because without hardware, there is no use of the hardware and the software without using the operating system. It acts as an interface between these two, where we can do the functions smoothly of your systems, and each and every part of your hardware that can be get utilized properly, and it has been get functional properly with the help of your operating system. Again, the thing is that I think operating system bhi hua hai aap logo ka, that you have studied in the previous year, yes or no? I just want to know the answer, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
in that,
sir.
okay, in that real time हो गया आपका, रियल टाइम ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम भी हुआ है.
सर सिर्फ इंट्रोडक्शन दिया था, मींस छोटा सा ये था, not
Okay.
complete.
Can anyone tell me the difference between these two? That is, what is the operating system and what is the real-time operating system? And why it has been mostly used in the embedded, means it has been used with your embedded systems, real-time operating system. Yes, any one of you. Not necessarily correct hona chahiye. I am there to make you correct.
Real-time operating systems will not have many buffer delays associated with it, and since these embedded systems are used in more critical applications, you cannot afford the time delay.
Yeah, but in real-time operating system mostly used in your RTOS only. Such kind of the system. Operating system में भी हम लोग थोड़ा है, but in real-time operating system, what happened here? The deadline it has been get fixed. The main thing is that the time deadline. Within that time, within that particular amount of time, your function should be get executed. It should not be get delayed anything. Are you getting the difference? What with the normal operating system में ठीक है, if it is getting an error or whatever the things that we can ignore, but in real time it should not happen. The best example of your real time operating system that it has been mostly used into the embedded system, and embedded system के examples हम लोग देख सकते हैं. Most of the home appliances, you can say your refrigerator, your washing machine. Have you seen the functioning of the washing machine? Washing is the best example. In everyone's home it is there now, the washing machine. There is a concept called as the timer, right? In that timer particular, or whatever the functions of the washing machine, that has been all get performed. Means suppose if you apply the timer and if you select the mode, within that time, suppose if it is having the 45 minutes, and within that time, what are the functions of that? Means that can be a soaking of the clothes, that can be a washing of the clothes, that can be a drying automatically if you are having using the automatic washing machine. Then it quantity of the water, quantity of the detergent, all these functions will get performed automatically and within that duration of time. Suppose for 10 minutes, if it has the time for the 5 minutes for taking the water, obviously after the 5th minute it has been get completed, it will definitely stop its water consumes. It will stop the water flow and it will start for the another function. Okay, then third, then dryer timing kitna hai, 10 minute ka hai, so automatically. Then draining timing is whatever the wash clothes, the jo bhi pani rahega, automatically it will get drain off from the machine. So these are the functions. Means real time is here, the time deadline is very much fixed. On that duration of the time, on that second of the time, you can say the system should process the input data and give the output exactly on that particular second. So this is the what you can say, this is one of the good advantage of the real-time operating system, and that's why in the embedded system all these things it has been used, because in embedded system whatever the things are nowadays, uh, because of the sensors and actuators and all these things, because of this hardware, all this the data it has been get collected, processes it should on the time, and it produce the output, whatever the input depends again on its input. So this is the main concept of your operating real-time operating system. Again, it is having the three types that we are going to see in this lecture only. That will be the last part where I am going to conclude today's lecture. So this is about the open source RTOS, and last one is that the introduction to embedded target boards. Now the introduction to embedded target boards means we are having a lot of boards. You people are aware. Boards are nothing but, you know, the motherboard. What is the motherboard? It's one kind of the PCB. Okay. So in the embedded system, it is having their own boards, processing boards, where all these the components, electronics components that has been get attached to it. Are you getting it? So whatever the things means that it includes your microprocessor, your coprocessor, your bus, and all whatever all the things it gets included into it. So that board is called as the embedded boards. So such kind of the boards that we are going to study, that is Arduino Uno board we are having in the practical. Then we are having the Raspberry Pi. Then we are having the ARM Cortex, where it uses the ARM microcontroller. Then again we are having the Intel Galileo board. So these are the such kind of the boards that we are going to study, means how they work and what are the inputs and output functions of it, how many pins does it consist, how many processor, how many transistor, registers, all these are the basic components that it contains on it. So these are the basic, what are the means we are going to see all kind of, and how the sensors can be used for this. So these so all these detailed things we are going to see into this. So now again my part is that I told you in the beginning that this subject it has been sharing with Archana ma'am. So I'm going to take that is your first module, that is your introduction to embedded system. Next one is your ARM7 architecture, and that is next one is your fifth, that is the open source RTOS. So these are the three my modules, and of course one or two boards I think I'm going to take from this last chapter. Rest of the syllabus that will be covered by Archana madam. Okay. Now I'm just want to give an idea about this marking scheme. You people are aware that for this subject you are having the practical. The name for that practical it has been given Internet of Things, that is the IoT practical you are having. That consists of 25 marks of oral and practical exams. Again, you people are having 25 marks of term work. Okay, and plus your 20 marks of IA assessment and 80 marks of paper. So if you calculate, the total weightage for this is 150 marks. That is the 50 marks of practicals, and your 100 marks of theory, means 80 marks theory plus 20 of your internal assessment. So that becomes the total weightage of 150 marks. So this is that clear? So up till this is the exam scheme for this. And for this you are having one mini project. The group will be assigned in the next week. We are going to start with our practicals. So in that we will going to see, depend again on your batch mentors for the practicals. Along with me, Archana ma'am will be there, and I think one or two batches that will be getting covered by Santosh sir. For practical, he is also there, Santosh Rathod sir. So the batch mentor or the batch faculty that we will discuss how we proceed for the practicals, and what are the contents, what are the experiment list. So all these things we are going to discuss in the practical session. So is that clear about this? What part we are going to share and what are the modules? Okay. So now next is that is the dissemination of your course outcome. Sorry, I forgot this course objective. What is the course objective? Means what you are going to learn from this subject. Yes, this is the main thing again, that this is the course objective, and course outcome means what you have studied after learning these topics or after learning these modules, means what you are going to achieve after this all the syllabus. And these are means what course objectives are nothing but the what you people are going to study. Okay. So now the first one is the first course objective is the concept and the architecture of embedded system. What are the concepts? What is the architecture? Obviously, for any embedded system or for any systems, first we need to start with the architecture. Then next one is the basic of the microcontroller of 8080 of 8051. Means we are going to study the basic control. This is the first kind of the basic controllers. Nowadays, such kind of the things become the co-processor, but main are the Intels and all that core processors that has been i5 and all. These are the new process microcontrollers, or you can say the processors that has been used. The basic microcontroller 8051. Then next one is the concept of microcontroller interface, means how we are going to interface with the microcontroller. What kind of the hardware, what kind of the programming, what kind of the instructions that you are required for the interfacing. Now the fourth one is the concept of ARM architecture. Again, you are going to see what kind of the architecture you are having. ARM architecture, its detailed block diagram, then it's what are the kind of the instructions, what are the various memory formats that has been used, then what kind of the programming language we are going to see about some basic programs into this ARM, how the programming that can be done. And again the instructions and what is the thing that the data instructions and all kind of the instructions that we are going to see into this ARM architecture. So that why this instruction, and this so that we can smoothly able to interface with the other devices that it has been get connected to it. So and how the data can be get transferred to that. So that for that it has been important part, that is the instruction sets. Now, next one is the fifth is the concept of real-time operating system. Just now I discussed the concepts of real-time operating system means that what kind of the operating system, then what kind of the processes, scheduling and all that. I think that you people have been studied. That is the real-time concepts, hard real-time, soft real-time. Just now I explained. Then the basic architecture of an ARC scheduling system. We are having the scheduling algorithms, if people are aware, that is the FIFO, round robin, all these things, if I'm not wrong. Then inter-process communication, how the communication occurs between the devices. Then the interrupt management, what is an interrupt, how the interrupt can be get handled, what is I think it is all these terms you people are very much aware and you have studied in the operating system. There is the base, because the main and the basic concepts is the same what you have studied in the operating system. Obviously it is RTOS, but the main concept it starts with their operating system what you have studied in your previous academic. So interrupt, then we are having the memory management, how the memory management, what is the scheduling, and how what kind of the algorithms that you are using. Then again that the concept of all that deadlock and yes, that all that concept that it covers. Then fragmentation, file segmentation, all these things comes under this. Then advantage and disadvantage of RTOS. So and RTOS comparatively studied. So all these the concepts that we are going to study into this. And the last one is the design the platform used for an embedded system application. Means whatever the boards that we have studied and how we are going to implement small applications using these boards. That this the sixth module, whatever that is the which one is your sixth module is, that is your introduction to embedded target boards. That is totally get covered into your practicals. As you start performing the practical, you people must be you people become aware, or you people will come to know what kind of the what is the what the boards that you are going to study. That is the Raspberry Pi, Arduino. Arduino is the main thing from where we are going to start. Arduino, Raspberry Pi, Node MCU, then Galileo, ARM. But these boards are not available right now. But we need to start with the Arduino and Node MCU. So these are the with the help of this means boards, you can able to develop some certain small application. Obviously in future, if you are generating an interest, if you find it interesting, you can go for the large application. But the basic idea you will come to know ki what you are going in the project. You will come to know whatever all the functions once you start performing the practical. Once you know come to know about the devices, and believe me, it's interesting. If you take the interest, it is very means you can say it's very easy, and means you can say you can see the output, and it's like means you saw it just kind of the means by giving an input automatically outputs, and with the things can be happen. It's just like the magic. It's like whatever the inputs we are giving, and automatically it's something it has been happen by seeing the output. You people, you feel only amazed, it's kind of the good thing, and it's very interesting. If you took the interest, it's a very good, and it's now IoT is becoming the you can say one of the major trending in the industry. It's a very booming now IoT concept, and IoT it has been used in multiple applications nowadays. It can be a smart cities, it can be your irrigation, smart irrigation system, it can be a healthcare nowadays in such kind of the situation. Most of where the humans cannot interact directly, but with the help of the machine, we can able to interact with the humans. I mean, those who are the patients and all. So in kind of the medical field also, it has been lots of scopes of research, and lots of things are means it has been बहुत सारी चीजें इसमें हो रही है. Means lot of things that has been going to happening is happening in this field. So these are the things. So it's on you people. If you took the interest, and if you find it very interesting, I am always there, me and madam, because we are the from IT department. We are only in the IoT and all, but you need to take the interest, or else it's very interesting. So it's on you again how seriously you do, or just don't take it this as an exam point of view, because in final year 2 3 I just want to mention in final year 3 4 projects group that has been under this IoT platform. they, they have developed the project in such a means good way, and actually that their project it has been get appreciated by then company, means by the recruitment team also, means for whichever the company they had appeared, they told me, they gave me the feedback that sir, our project that has been liked by the interviewer who is going to take their interview. They liked it, they liked our project very much, sir. Means they even told us, they given feedback, they gave the feedback that you should continue with this project, you should complete this all the whatever the functions, remaining functions. Because what happened when the company comes, the project is in your partial stage, or it is near about the completion stage. So that's why, means if you take the interest, so it will be a very useful for you people, and such kind of the project that has been get mostly आजकल की ये project means this kind of the certain, this kind of different projects. So obviously कोई भी नए बंदे को आप बताते हो, so obviously he will take an interest, and for him also it is a new thing. So it's on you people ki how you are going to proceed. Again, it's on your interest of your domain. Next one is the dissemination of your course outcome. So these are the disseminations, means what we are going to achieve after learning this subject. So this is the basic concept of embedded system and its core elements, and describe the architecture of 8051 ARM and open source RTOS. Where the course number 3 is write the program based on the 8051 and ARM7, where you're going to see how to write the programming, assembly language programming for the 8051 and ARM7 microcontroller. Next one is the classification of embedded system elements and design the interface for 8051. Means how you're going to classify and how you're going to design the interface with 8051 microcontroller, that you're going to, means you will come to know and demonstrate the open source RTOS and solve its designing issue. Means after studying the RTOS, you will come able to know what is the RTOS, what is the exactly it does, and how efficiently we can use in the embedded system and for solving the designing issue. And last one is the examine various components of embedded system. Means what are the components that we are required. Means this is mostly, it is, that's why it has been it is in the 6th CO we have kept, that is it is mostly covered into the your practicals, what kind of the boards, what kind of the sensors, actuators, then what are the supporting LEDs, wires, how you are going to interface. So all these we are going to study into this 6th. So this is about the dissemination of the course outcomes. Student, I just want to ask, means are you able to understand, is my voice is clear, or means I am going too fast? Just give me, just let me know.
Sir, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay. Okay, fine. If you're having any doubt, you can ask. You can ask me. Just interrupt me. So these are again the mapping of the COs to the modules, that is introduction to embedded system. That's with map with the CO1. Then again the microcontroller architecture, that is to CO3. Then third module is mapped with the CO4. See, based on this we had mapped this, and this is the mapping means how we are going to achieve this what you have studied. So that's why the CO mapping, that is the course objective that has been get mapped with your modules. That is the ARM7 architecture that has been mapped with the CO2. Then open source RTOS is mapped with your CO5. What is the CO5? CO5 is demonstrate an open source RTOS and solving is designing issues. So this kind of the means we need to do map. And 6th one is the introduction to target board. Obviously it has been mapped with this examine various, that is mapped with your CO6. So this is about the basic and brief introduction about this subject, including your course objective, your dissemination of the COs, and the mapping of COs to the module and chapter. And again I explained all the examination scheme with all modules, that is the distribution of this subject, and examination scheme, that you are having the total 150 marks for this. Okay, so now just today I'm just not taking that much, only this must 4-5 slides of the introduction that I am going to give you the basic introduction about this. So is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now it is visible. Now it comes to the full screen.
Yes, sir.
क्या हुआ?
Yes.
आ रही है क्या? यस सर वाला कौन है?
Dennis Jain.
क्या हुआ? क्या प्रॉब्लम है दिनेश जैन को? Is there any problem? नींद कि वैसे ही उठ के बैठ गए हो लेक्चर? See, this is guys. I'm telling you one thing. You are whatever the things, whoever it is, but the things that is, be serious. You people are paying the fees, huh? Listen this, and you know the situation of each and everyone's financial condition. बोलना नहीं चाहिए, मगर this is the fact of the today's scenario. How everyone is facing the is. Am I true, guys? कहीं गलत होगा तो मैं बोलो आप. हाँ या ना?
Yes.
हाँ या ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In such situation. So you should take the advantage of such kind of means whatever you are getting it. एक बार हो गया आप लोगों का एग्जाम्स, ये एक्सक्यूज हो गया आप लोगों को, बट दिस टाइम यूनिवर्सिटी will not do such things. They will not cancel your exams. अभी एक बार हो गया, वो हो गया, that is you are the lucky people, but now they are not going to cancel the exam. They will, obviously they need to find out the solution, but you people should concentrate on these things. You know whatever the things that we are paying off for this, and we are here to whatever we are always for your support. ऐसा मत करो आप लोग. Be serious for this. ठीक है, मस्ती ये मजाक ये सब चालू रहता है, but at the time of the lecture you should concentrate on such things. After that you can whatever you are having your group, your whatever the things आप लोग करो. मेरा वो कोई problem नहीं. But in the lecture you should be concentrated. This is only the source where you are able to. ये PPT से भी कुछ नहीं होगा. This PPT I can share you. But what about the notes and all? Books मिलना भी अभी मुश्किल है आप लोगों को, because the library, you cannot go to the library and all. You cannot go for the Xerox. This is the things are very much risky. So people, so please concentrate. Whatever, if you want, you can note down. You can draw the diagram. ऐसा नहीं है कि खाली बस आपको आके बैठना है and you are listening with your headphone and doing other things. So please, whatever the things, if you want to draw the diagram, you would not understand, you just interrupt me. अगर आपको time चाहिए कि sir रुको 2 minute, I need to draw this diagram. This is, I find it very important. You can. So please concentrate. और ये ऐसे बचकाना हरकत अभी बंद करो आप लोग. So be serious now. You are into your 3rd year. This is very much important year for you people. This is only the time here you can gain all basic knowledge. You can, because once you entered into the final year, आप लोगों को time नहीं मिलता है. Start with your placement session, then your project and your career building courses, whatever. If you want to go for the abroad and learn for abroad, MS, MBA, whatever the things that you decided, your placement preparation. So guys, please, this is the 3rd year only where you can do gain a lot of knowledge and do participate in various events, so that as much as knowledge you can gain and you can experience that knowledge and how to implement that knowledge. So please be serious. अभी आप लोग क्लास में नहीं हो, but you should take the advantage of such an online lecture for this. So please concentrate on this. So model, that is the model 1, that is introduction to embedded system. So definition, before the definition, I just want to explain this diagram. That is the, this is the basic, this diagram shows the basic architecture of your embedded system, where you are having, that is nothing but the, obviously for any system we are having the input variables, we are having then output variables, right? Then you are, as this is an embedded system where you have the interface connection, this obviously not one only device, there are the other devices also. We can do the interfacing. You people know that for interfacing we require the USB ports. Nowadays we are having the USB ports where you can do the plug and play also. Means that are nothing but the interface ports, means through which you can connect an external devices to your system. Once it has been detected by your microcontroller, then it gets synchronized, all the signals get synchronized and it starts functioning. It start taking the input, and as per that input it get processed on the processor, and the action has been performed, and it sees on the that devices, whatever the output devices, it has been connected to that. And next one is the link to the other system. Link to the other system is if you want to add any additional devices to your system, just like an take an example of an UPS also. That is nothing but one kind of the external devices, that is for the power backup it has been used. So this is a just simple example I have just explained you. So now this is the basic architecture where you can see where you're having the hardware. What is the hardware devices? You people are aware what hardware can be anything, that can be a system, that can be a whatever the devices, your power supply mode and your hard disk and all, memory. These are nothing but your hardware devices. Next one is the software. Obviously the software that has been required for running a software, you require an operating system. Operating system is nothing but one kind of the application software, and all these things are embedded, means that is combined into the embedded computers. And embedded computers having this input output variables, user interface, and link to the other system. Link to the other system, again one of the example, that is means if you are having into the network, intranet and all, so that you can obviously you can communicate with the other system. So these are the things basic. This is just normal basic architecture of the embedded system. So definition is, an embedded system is one kind of the computer system mainly designed to perform several tasks like to access, process, store, and also control the data in various electronic based systems. So embedded system nothing but the what? This is the basic definition, that is the embedded system nothing but the combination of hardware and software. Software is usually known as the firmware, that is the embedded into your hardware. Is that clear? That is the where the software is usually into the, just like I explained into diagram, where you are having the hardware, software. With the help of the software, you are able to do the communicate with your hardware systems. What are the hardware that has been attached to your system? So this is about the introduction to embedded system. Next one. So embedded system basics. So this is the embedded system block diagram. So that is the just you can say the brief, but this is the means it is into the detailed block diagram. what are the previously you can see in the previous slide. So you're having the combination I just told you, the embedded system hardware and the system software, where you can find all these things. That is the embedded system hardware, embedded system software, and third one is the real-time operating system. In the introduction, I told you what is the how the embedded system can be used in the real-time operating. Mostly embedded system are used with real-time operating system. I've given you the examples of that are various home appliances that can be a refrigerator, your washing machine, your microwave. These are all nothing but the embedded systems, small kind of embedded where they are having their own functions, even in the mobile also. This is one of the examples. So here in the diagram you can see we are having the processor, you are having the timers, then interrupt controller. People are aware with the what are the concept of the interrupt, how the interrupts can be get handled. So here the major role plays, that is the interrupt controller. Next one is your program memory, that is related to your memory, that is the RAM, ROM. You are having system memory, and serial communication ports, how the communications can be occurred within the devices or outside the devices. Next one is the parallel ports. What are the parallel ports that you are already simultaneously you had attached external devices. So these are the basic things of your, that is this embedded computer. Just like the previous diagram, you have seen that is the embedded computer software and hardware. So same things that has been get inbuilt in this software and hardware. So ये यहाँ पे हमने that we have seen into, these are the basic blocks for this. Means क्या होता है उसमें? प्रोसेसर होता है आपका, program memory, program memory and data memory. Then you are having the timers, you are having the serial port communication. Then you are having interrupt controller and parallel ports. So now here power supply. These are nothing but the input and the output variables. Just the previous diagram you are seeing. अब input क्या होगा? Power supply. Power supply reset and accelerator circuit. Means accelerator circuit is used for the timing. Okay, for the time management. Then again you are having the input output devices, drivers and other. Here you are having the output interfacing driver and circuit, means this one. Link to the other system and user interface. यहाँ पे क्या है? User interface are nothing but the input devices, interfacing driver circuits, and other link to the other, that is the output interfacing driver circuits. Means how it can get automatically detected. I just told you the plug and play. The processor, the microcontroller, automatically it will get detect the external device it has been get attached, and it starts communicating with that devices. And last one is that is the system application specific circuit. System application specific circuit means if suppose for any timer based system, if you have attached to the system with a particular based on that timing, that operation should be get performed. So this is about that are nothing but the system application specific circuit. तो उसके लिए भी कुछ अलग सा external circuit होता है that you need to interface with your system, embedded system. So this is basic contents of your embedded system. You are having the system hardware, system software, and real-time operating system. With the help of the, obviously I told you, operating system, you cannot, there is no use of this hardware. So now next, we are going to see all these three things, embedded software and your RTOS. So in this embedded system hardware, what are the contents that it is? First one is your power supply, that can be a memory, that can be a processor, that can be a timer, that can be a, it should be an input devices. Sorry, it's my mistake. It should be an input output circuit. It should not an output. Input output circuits. Next one is the serial communication ports and SASC, that is the system application specific. These are the basic and list down of the some components. It's not all. It can be get vary again depending upon on your now the systems and now microcontroller, what kind of the microcontroller you using for the application. So these are the basic hardwares. Just it has the elements such as input output interface, memory, user interface, and display unit. Generally an embedded system comprises of the following. So these are the things. Okay. These are the embedded system hardware. Next one. Sorry. Embedded system software. you're having the system software, that is the what kind of the software that is related to your memory, where the software is embedded, written and executed. It is normally the programming that has been written in high level setup and then compiled down, that can be stuck with non-volatile memory in hardware, can be intended to view the following. These are the three limits. Uski convenience of the system memory, convenience of the processor speed, and when embedded system runs constantly, there is a necessity to limit power dissemination for actions like run, stop, and wake up. Now, these third points I just want to highlight that in the third point is related with your synchronization. So that if suppose having the output of one devices, it can be an input to the another devices. So that the synchronization means, suppose if you have means whatever the output that I am giving for one devices, it should be an input to the another devices. In that case, the synchronization should be in the proper flow. जस्ट ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि मैंने इसका आउटपुट आया है एंड इट शुड गेट स्टक एंड आफ्टर स्टक डिले उसको फिर इनपुट जा रहा है. सो इट शुड नॉट हैपन. इट शुड बी स्टिक टू द एक्शन और adhere to the deadline. So this is the three things that is the related with your embedded system software. Now this is the about the real-time operating system. This is the small diagram. It shows the real-time operating system, that is your RTOS real-time operating system. What's the definition? It says that which guarantees the output or response within the specific time constraint. I told you that is the operating difference between operating and real-time. Here the times constraint is very much time plays very much important role. That is, in other words, a real-time operating system works in real time, utilizing the deterministic constraints and optimizing the time usage by avoiding unexpected delay. It should not appear the delay is not at all tolerated in this real-time operating system. If the delay occurs, that means what? The system will get failures. जैसे मैंने अभी बताया था आपके होम अप्लायंसेस का ही एग्जांपल ले लो. इफ द सिस्टम और इफ द फंक्शन गेट्स मींस व्हाट, आपका क्या होता है? ऑब्वियसली वो सिस्टम फेलियर हो जाता है, वो डिवाइस इट इज नॉट इन द वर्किंग स्टेट. So these are the things that is the RTOS control application software and affords a device to allow the processor run. It is responsible for managing different hardware resources of a personal computer and host the application which run on the PC. And designed to run various applications with an exact timing. This is the same concept, means huge amount of the consistency, where the consistency plays the important role. Means it should not miss any deadlines. That's all only the for this means the main function of this real-time operating system. Now the last, that is the types of the real-time operating system. Now what are there are three types of real-time operating system. First one is the soft real-time operating system. Next one is your hard real-time operating system. Just a second, I just want to download the attendance. Okay, so there are the three types of operating, that is the real-time operating system. So first one is the soft real-time, second one is the firm real-time, and third one is the hard real-time. So I just want to explain in short what is the soft real-time. I will start with the hard real-time first so that it will be easy to remember you. The hard real-time system is what? Is the purely deterministic, you can say, and a time constraint system. Just now I explain you this the examples of the home appliances. Means for example, suppose user expected the output for the given input in a 10 second. Right? If suppose that a particular operation that should be performed on the 10th second, exactly on the 10th second, then the system should process that input data and give the output exactly on the 10th second. So that is means here the deadline should be sticked on that particular time instant. Okay, so that will be your hard real-time system. Means that is on the 10th second the deadline to complete the process. Otherwise the system will go failure. Most of the, just take one example, very much good example, that is your this satellite space system and all. Have you seen that the launching event of any rocket when where they are launching any satellite with the help of the rocket, there are the timers, right? On the exactly on the zero timing, the system, the rocket should be get launched. So that is the best example for your hard real-time system. Or even on the fighter plane also, when you want to bombard it on missiles to the targeted on that particular time, once you push the button, immediately the missile should get detached from that plane or like, and it should hit the target. So that is the best example of the hard real time. Next one is your soft real time. Soft real time is the meeting a deadline is not a compulsory for every time for the task, but the process should get processed and give the result. Means here the deadline is not that much adhere in the soft real time, but it should give the result. That is the best example for this. This is your personal computer. इसमें क्या होता है, कभी कभी warning and error आते हैं, but it gets executed. Then again your programming. In the C programming, you see that in the compiler it comes a warning, but still warning आती है तो क्या होता है? Still the program gets run, but ऐसा नहीं होता है कि program it get halted. So this is nothing than the example for this your personal computer, your audio and video system. These are nothing but the examples for your software time. Means if you can play the songs and all, it happens something it may delayed occur, but it should perform, means the action should be get completed. That is the soft real time. And whereas the firm real time, here the target can be get missed, means it is in between the two, that is the soft real time and the hard real time. Here what it happens that the means the deadline is not compulsory, or means it can be get missed. Just like best example I can tell you, that is the weather forecasting. Weather forecasting is that exactly we can say no, because यहाँ पे क्या होता है, it can be happen, means अगर होता है तो it will, but otherwise we cannot say that is a forecast. It is a forecasting, financial forecasting. It is a forecasting, means where you can predict only, but the chances of failure also be there. Means if it's suppose 90% is there that today it will be a rain, but there will be some 10% of possibility that it cannot be. So that is the example for the firm real-time system. So these are the things, real-time operating system, which one is the soft, firm and hard. So this is for the today's lecture, and these are the references and all. Just I want to say again, the thing is that the outcome of this session is that is the brief introduction. We have seen the brief introduction about the embedded system and its basic architecture. We are just now today's is the first lecture, so I just done with your introduction about this system and the architecture. And again, the next thing is that this topic covers your CO1. What is the CO1? That is recall the basic concepts of embedded system and its core elements. So this is that's all from my side for this today's lecture. Is there any difficulty or doubt from your side? So you can ask me. And these are the textbooks that I can want to share. I have not told you that is you can be this first topic means that is the introduction to embedded system. As per syllabus, you are having this Shibu, KV Shibu, introduction to embedded system. It is a Tata McGraw-Hill publication. So this is the standard textbook, or you can say the reference book, where you can get the part of this first topic, means the first module. And for the reference, you will get the Laya B. Das. This is also one of the good book that you can use for this module. I am just talking about the first module. You will not get this for this subject. There is no any other as such book. You will get all the syllabus, all the 6 modules. No, for each and every module there are the certain 2-3 books there you need to be referred. So that's why I'm telling you. So just please be you can say just please be concentrated on the lectures, and if you're having any difficulty you can ask. So this is about for the today's lecture. I just want to show you one video also. It's very interesting video. It's one small animated video, but as the time is not being allowed, so tomorrow I will show you. So that's all from my end. Is there any doubt or any difficulty you can ask me? Are you there all?
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
चले गए
Yes, sir.
so
Yes,
सब-
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, fine. I
Yes,
got it. I
sir.
got it.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
if you have any soft copy. Hello, sir.
Sir, attendance.
Yes.
Sir, if you have any soft copy books.
Attendance I already downloaded. I downloaded already attendance. Just let me check once. Whether it has been get downloaded.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, sir, if you have any soft copy of any books related to microcontroller.
Yes, I will forward you. But right now I don't have. एक शिबू का कॉपी है मेरे पास, but थोड़ा उतना प्रिंटिंग उसका ये नहीं. But I will definitely give you.
चलिए upload कर
For
दीजिए
the,
ताकि-
yes, sir, that you don't have. And again, if you I will share this PPT also afterwards. Even if you refer this references, you will get a good kind of the material. This kind of the references I have been given over here. If you search on the Google, most of the things that I have taken from these slides or from these references only, and most of the and I referred this book Shibuka. Shibuka मेरे पास hard copy है, but right now we don't have the in college and we don't have face-to-face communication. और else मैं देता रहता था. Last year मैंने students को दिया था इसका xerox करने के लिए. Only for the first module it is. But rest of the things we don't require from this book. If I had the copy, then I will definitely forward you in this only Microsoft Team only I will upload it, so everyone can have the access. Yeah, attendance I took. Yeah, it has been get downloaded. Yes, there are total. I think कितने total 96 total.
सर कंबाइंड लेक्चर था क्या?
कंबाइन है फिर भी, मगर पता नहीं यहाँ पे. अरे मींस 110 है, मगर कोई आ रहा है जा रहा है. मींस सम ऑफ दिस लाइक दिस. वेट, आई विल वंस अगेन आई विल डाउनलोड.
सर अभी गए 4-5 लोग.
ओके, नहीं मगर मैंने बीच में अटेंडेंस डाउनलोड किया था, उसमें थे. मींस यो क्या होता है, इट शोज ऑल द मींस हु हैव जॉइंड, हु हैड लेफ्ट एंड ऑल दैट थिंग्स. ठीक है, एनीवे चलो ठीक है, फिर वी विल सी दैट.
Can we leave?
Yes, you.
Sir,
Yes,
can
you
we
can
leave?
leave. You're having.
Again,
Yes, you can. Yes, you can leave. You are having the next lecture. Chalo. Yes, chalo. Thank you. We'll meet you next.